Hey beauties, good afternoon to you. Now, beautiful people, there is a video, I saw a video of a man vehemently, with no qualms, disrespecting the Prime Minister, talking about B-man, and we're going to kill off all the people in Clarendon, you're not going to stop here and we go, whatever it is, you and your family, or something of that, something in that context. Let me tell you something. Even if you're not living in Jamaica, one of the things that people don't understand is that whatever seed you sow, you're going to reap. And the seed you sow today is that tree, that formidable tree that you reap tomorrow. And they don't think. So I see him, he blocked up his face. The only thing that you're seeing is his eyes, but his voice is, to me, you're hearing his voice. He's a very foolish person because one, he wasn't even thinking about, as a friend of mine said, you can't plan evil. I never understood it, but I understand what he means. And he said, you can't plan evil. There's something that is going to give you away and you're going to eventually get caught. There is something, that is why they say it's not the literal actual planning and organizing of it, is that there is some buffer that is going to come and create a hindrance and an obstacle and sell you out. Your very plans will sell you out. So you make your plans, but God is the one who establishes them. So whether you make good plans or bad plans, it's the one that God allows to come through. And your voice, you can hear your voice. He didn't even mask it with the thing that they can do to distort the voice and change the voice. And people were saying that, oh, he's stupid because, he can get his IP address or whatever it is on the phone. And they say sometimes they have these borrowed phones or maybe it's a stolen phone. You just don't know because maybe he thought through that aspect of it, but not the voice. And one thing with eyes, you have some people who, even if I block up here, and they don't see my hair, they don't see my body, my voice, let me tell you, I've been to places. I tell people I can't do certain things in this life. God set me up. God, you set me up. God set me up. Him set me up. People, listen to me. I've been to places and when I speak, they say I know that voice. And I remember I went somewhere and the lady would not stop till she found out who I am. She realizes that she sees me here on TikTok. And it's more than one places that I've been. Some will say they recognize me, or they recognize the voice. If they don't, they say you look familiar. They can't place me yet. And then I say, yeah, I'm not telling them. And I remember one lady did not stop until she found out. She did not stop. She just she wouldn't let it go. I said, maybe it's you, man. Maybe you see me on the place or whatever it is. All me I try to distract her. She didn't stop. And I said to myself, this is absolutely amazing. She never stopped. Come on. She never stopped, beautiful people. Never stopped. So I'm saying that to say this. So whether you think your face is masked, some people can recognize you by my eyes. Oh, Lord of mercy, I've always been told about it. So they probably would have recognized my eyes. And it wouldn't make any sense. I couldn't even do something like that if I even thought about it, because somebody will know it's me. Somebody will know it's me. They'll just look at the one's leg off of the eyes. As them see, there's Toni-Ann's eyes. Toni-Ann's eyes. And if I didn't mask the voice, obviously they would know it's me with my voice. I'm kid you not, people. So you have to think. Something is going to eventually, and it's not going to be forgotten. You're rude, you're disrespectful, and you're out of order. It doesn't matter, people. Some of you will say these politicians sow the seed. I'm not saying no, because whatever seed you sow, you reap. But to come blatantly, publicly like this, to talk about B-man, Andrew Holness, we're going whatever you and we're going to kill off the people in Clarendon, and we're going to whatever you and your wife or something of the sort he mentioned. Let me tell you something, man. You're going to be caught. I don't care if it's Timbuktu you live. I know that different countries have their laws and rules and regulations for people who are citizens, not people who are non-immigrants, not people who are green card holders. When you're citizens, you have to stay under the jurisdiction or the laws of the land. But let me tell you, if the laws of the land does not catch you, the laws of God will. The laws of God will. You're out of order and rude, disrespectful to the post of the Prime Minister. It doesn't matter if you want to say that the politicians give out guns and they this and they that. They will meet their martyr. Their 10 o'clock will eventually come, but we leave that in the hands of God. That is not for you to take on. Let me tell you, everyone will meet their 10 o'clock. You hear what I tell you? Everyone. So nobody can, anybody, if you can, if you so desire to. But I guarantee you're going to meet your 10 o'clock, some 11 and some 12. Some 11 o'clock, some 10 o'clock, or 12 o'clock, or 1 o'clock. But your clock is coming. Let me tell you, your beating is coming. So even fellow, if you escape the laws of man, I guarantee you, sir, you will not escape the laws of God. You're rude and you're disrespectful. We want to see you come and kill off all the people in Clarendon. We want to see you touch your Prime Minister and his wife. Try it. Try it. Because some of you, I wonder, your brain is out of place. You understand me? It seems as if when your mother was giving birth, she squeezed the brain part before they release, you fully came out. Even if it's C-section, like the knife must cut you and jam you in the forehead. And jam go right back and they pull it out quickly. And some kind of screw got missing or shifted. And too many of you are getting away. The level of let me tell you, Jamaican people, don't laugh. Even if you don't like the Prime Minister, don't laugh. Use and employ when somebody say, when you see a man fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Do not laugh. Because if they're comfortable enough to do this and say this about the Prime Minister, what will they not say about you? And try to do to you. Always tell yourselves that. So you could even hate the Prime Minister, gone to bed. You could love him deeply. Learn from it. When we laugh and don't hit out against these bad behaviors, it has legal ramifications. He says he's a threat he made against the people of in Clarendon and the Prime Minister and his family. Let me tell you, it ought not to go unpunished. I am tired of seeing this. It's rude. I've often said that people can hit out against injustices. They can hit out against unfairness. We have that right. It's right to do that. It is correct to do that. You can't say you're a good person. You don't hit out against injustices. The Bible talks, God vehemently hits out against oppression and injustices and unfairness and inequality where inequality should not be. Definitely he hits out against inequity. But you don't speak negative like this against the leader of the land. You don't have to like him. He didn't ask you to like him, but you respect his post. Go and read Romans chapter 13. It really was talking about secular leaders. Definitely you have to respect the non-secular ones. And even how I hear some of you speak about pastors too. God have a fine beating waiting for you, you know. He has a fine beating. And we need to go back to the days where people respect people. Nobody's asking you to like. Because it's good when some of you don't like. We don't want to cross these people like, but you must respect us. Because we show you respect. You're out of order and rude. Disrespectful. I mean, no support of anybody who speaks to the Prime Minister or his wife or anybody in leadership like this. There are people in leadership, I know that their character is not good, but I'm not going to speak about them like that. And whether publicly or privately, I don't practice that. I might hit out against their injustice and their unfairness or wickedness or whatever it is. But to get up and say, what's it not, man, and what's it not, rude. And it ought not to be left alone. And we as Jamaicans, we sit down sometimes and watch it and say nothing until, then it hits our doorstep and we feel how they feel. You're darn rude and out of order. But you went to whatever. Try it. And I hope they find you. You're darn rude. I don't care if you're living in Timbuktu, US or whatever, but I can guarantee you, fellow, that you will, even if you escape the laws of the land, because I know you have jurisdictions, you know. Because some of them, they know that they have their citizenship in other countries like the US and all of that. So they probably won't extradite you and send you back here. You're covered. You may be covered there, but you won't escape God. It's like the two police officers who murdered, well, the one man who really murdered Sonia Massey, the man who murdered George Floyd, and that other young girl at the time, I don't remember her name, and so many others. You know some of the many others. Your 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock is coming. Nobody has to do anything. It's God. The vengeance is mine, he says. I will repay. I leave everything to God. I can tell you that, mate. I don't need to do a thing. He says, vengeance is mine, I will repay. Vengeance is mine, he says. But I hope they catch that guy. You're rude and out of order and disrespectful. Right.